the king of all dinosaurs, King Dinosaur, asked me to put ManOwaR Into Glory Ride versus Trouble the Skull. The people at the Almost Human Laboratory working on this AI that you see here, I told them specifically, I want you to put a sticker there. A little sticker like if it was, you know. And they did it. I mean, damn, they're smart. Anyway, so, oh man, they're both good albums. But I will tell you, Trouble the Skull, it was a grower, man. You know, I listened to it a few times when I bought it back in the day, and it really didn't do much for me. And then I just stopped listening to it. And it was maybe a year ago, somebody, maybe it was King Dinosaur, somebody asked me to track by track with the Skull. And when I heard it that time, I was like, fuck, man, this is way better than I remember. It's a damn good album, man. I like that one more, though. I'm a huge fan of ManOwaR, especially the Ross the Boss stuff. I don't mind the stuff after, but, well, up to Warriors of the World. After that, it got ridiculous. Well, it's always been ridiculous, and that's what I love about it. But that album right there, that was my second ManOwaR album. I bought the first one. Actually, my friend bought the first one. I put it on cassette. Then I bought that one. That was the first one I bought, but then later on I bought Battle Hymns. All right, so let's get this started. All right, we start with Warlord versus Pray for the Dead. All right. Both great. I'm going to give this to ManOwaR, even though, like, the first 40 seconds of it is fucking ridiculous. What is that? I mean, you hired a guitar player later on that was like, you know, had kiddie porn and stuff. And then this one, it sounds like a guy screwing a girl. The parents walk in and the mom screams, "She's only 16." But then again, back then, hearing that on a record, you know, we didn't bat an eye. Now we do. We're so sensitive now. But when the song kicks in, ride, 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 I'm the warlord on the road. Damn, I'm giving that one a ManOwaR. All right, next. Secret of Steel versus Fear No Evil. Again, this one was really tough because I was like, damn, man. I'm giving it to Trouble. Actually, I like that song, man, Fear No Evil. I like Secret of Steel a lot, though. But I gotta be honest, I think that Trouble song's better. All right, next. Gloves of Metal versus The Wish. The Wish is an epic 11-minute track that I love, but I'm going with Gloves of Metal. Even though they sing in the song, we wear leather, we wear spikes, we rule the night. Well, when ManOwaR came down here in 2007, I think, when we got to the door, there was a sign that said, you can't wear spikes. I was like, I didn't bring spikes, but I was still like, what? And that's the Culture, a club I've been to a million times. A lot of metal shows there, and a lot of people with spikes. My buddy, Morbid Mario, took spikes at ManOwaR. He got pissed when they told him he couldn't come in with it. Ridiculous. Yeah, but I'm giving it to Gloves of Metal, even though it's a phony-ass song. All right, next. Gates of Valhalla versus Truth Is What Is. The Truth Is What Is kicks ass, but man, Gates of Valhalla, that song's one of the many reasons why Eric Adams, to me, is the greatest heavy metal singer. I think that, man. You know? And when I said that on this last video where I mentioned ManOwaR, there were comments of people going, dude, I agree. Like one guy's like, finally somebody said it. You know, because he's so underrated, it's ridiculous. And yes, I know there's also a fraction of the people that are laughing at me. They're like, ha 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 ha, you think Eric Adams is the best heavy metal singer? I gotta laugh back at you. Ha ha ha, you do not realize and recognize metallic awesome. Right on. All right. Fear No Evil. Gates of Valhalla wins. What a voice on the guy. All right. Now, it's time to pick an album. And let's go Right here. Right the hell here. Alright, it's the first Beatles album. Look, probably my least favorite, but I still dig it, you know. Chains, I saw her standing there, you know, Twist and Shout. I love me the Beatles, greatest band in the world. Not my favorite band, but it's the greatest band, in my opinion. And Eric Adams is the greatest metal singer. Next, Hatred versus Wickedness of Man. Damn! You know, Wickedness of Man is the best song on this Trouble album. Hatred is so badass though, but I gotta give it to Trouble. I got to. It's super close, that one. Trouble takes that one. Alright, next. Revelations Death Angel versus Gideon Killer. Cool, but no. Revelation Death Angel is my favorite song off Into Glory Ride. It's been that way since the mid-80s. ManOwaR wins. Alright. Last song. March for Revenge versus The Skull. Both cool, but man, March for Revenge I think is much better. I definitely got to give it to that. So King Dinosaur, this here's the final score. Ooh, ManOwaR, victorious. All hail ManOwaR, hail and kill. And Trouble's awesome too, man. I was lucky enough to see Trouble on the Run to the Light tour and then on the self-titled Trouble tour, and then they never came back. But I got to see him twice. Actually 3 times, because that self-titled was 2 nights at Summers on the Beach, and I went both nights. So I saw Trouble 3 times. And rest in peace, Ben Stern. I had a drink with the guy. He was cool as hell. Trouble drummer during the self-titled. Good stuff, man. But anyway, King Dinosaur, you are the man. Thank you so much. You got more track by tracks coming up. And thank you again, man. And thank you everybody out there. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em up, cops.